Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football to which we look forward immensely. It's hardly a surprise that everybody has come here in their droves, this being a fixture that has received so much coverage in the days leading up to it. And it's good to see that we have a good contingent of visiting fans by the look of it too. The atmosphere is amicable, the conditions do bring out the best in everyone, and I think we're all looking forward to a feel-good game. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all... Zielinski! And he's done it!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Arsenal trail at this early stage. How will they respond? He can run onto that. Politano! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Politano has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Osimhen! He's got away! Osimhen! And the follow-up! He's scored! Hot knife through butter, they have done it again! Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Napoli get themselves a two-goal cushion.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Osimhen! Keeper pulls off a fine save.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Looking for options for movement. Zielinski! That's a half-decent try.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Oh, what a mistake! Osimhen. Osimhen! Yes! And they're at it again in double quick time. And it has to be said, an absolute gift. Napoli find a position of real strength now. Kvaratskhelia. Politano. Decent hit! It's in! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
It's become a case of men against boys.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Kvaratskhelia! And he couldn't keep it down.
If he sacrifices some power, he may control the elevation.
White. Saka. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. And there's green grass ahead of him. Kvaratskhelia! And he steered it beyond the post.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Great chance! It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
And yes, it's him again.
After 36 minutes is number 77.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even...
Real chance! He scores! And they're at it again in double quick time.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
And now he has two.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down.
Politano! No, it's wide.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep. Goes in for the header! Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
Osimhen. Oh, it's opened up for him. Point-blank header. Well, now and the follow-up. Really well taken goal. And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
The goal scorer for Napoli, number...
And the first half is done. Well, what a half. For one, pretty much ideal. For the other, utterly dreadful. And we're only halfway through.
Yeah, I think a first-half performance that showed attack being the best form of defence. If they're in the face of the opposition that much, then there's little they can do in return, and I'm not sure how long they can keep the intensity and the tempo up, but it certainly paid off so far.
Napoli dishing out what has been nothing short of an absolute mauling. The game is surely already in the bag, but there is plenty for the boys to talk about during half-time. Great leap! Oh, taken with style! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Yeah, it has become ugly for one, but the other is still delivering beauty.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Massive leap! And that's past the post.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Loose pass, and they could be in. Great ball, and he's in here. Pull it up. Oh, shooting chance! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Decent chance! And that's wide.
Well, it was hit with great power, Peter, but sadly, not great precision.
Now, who's going to be first to this? There's the hit! No mistake! And this is getting ridiculous, borderline crazy.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
The attendance for this match...
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Politano, and Politano! And yes, it's there! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Oh, this has been an immense contribution from one player. He's been just about unplayable. The irresistible force today. Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking.
Towering header! They've scored! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Yeah, it has become ugly for one, but the other is still delivering beauty.
4 in the game. He is the man.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
It's going to be another throw. He is through here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. It's a pretty loose pass. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Politano plays it in.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
Politano with the... up to meet it! Oh, it needed better placement.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
And the finish! And that is faded wide.
Well, he did get himself into a good position, something for him to cling to.
Throw in. Nice bit of trickery. Foot in. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. Tries a shot! No, that's just wide. It's been intercepted. Turns and goes back. And he's had a hit! Goal! And so clear that one side are so much better. The scoreline entirely justified.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. That's played into space. Politano! Sticks it away! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
4 in the game. He is the man.
Number 21, Miguel Politano.
And that is that.